Hey guys, so I know I've been totally MIA for these garden tours. It's been, I think it's a month since I did one of these. But I haven't really talked about it on the channel before, but my husband suffers from depression, so sometimes that can kind of derail what we have planned. That has been going on a bit, and just life getting in the way. So given that it's been a month, a huge amount has changed, so I will take you guys around and show you what's going on. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Kiri, and I'm just a city girl who wishes she was a country girl who is currently living in the burbs. And on this channel we talk about all things micro homesteading, from growing food outdoors to growing it indoors hydroponically. That is insane. Do you hear that? That is someone on the highway. Well, that was terrifying. And different ways to become more self-sufficient and reduce your reliance on the grocery store. So if that is your thing, or if you'd like that to be your thing, then go ahead and hit subscribe and the notification bell so you know when I post videos in the future. So it's garden tour times. Okay, so I've still got a couple of seedlings hanging about on the stairs. Those are basically mostly morning glories, lupin, and a couple of hollyhocks. So we need to get those in. Still a couple of things on the table. I still have some basil I've got to get in, and I tried growing some Canterbury bells, so those are pretty good. I have some lavender, and I think that's dianthus, and some poppies. Still have some other seedlings for friends. Mine's all in the garden. I'm not sure how I got it quite in. Oh, there's bacon. No? Okay, bye bacon. So I have some tomatoes in these felt pots. I like them. I find they're pretty handy, especially for growing peppers, but I can move them around if I need to, and they're reusable. So I'll put the link down below if anybody wants to grab them, but they are handy. So I have pink brandy wine. I think that's the Paul Robeson. I don't remember what that one is. Brad's Crazy Cherry, this one. Never grown that one before. If you're wondering about the white on the leaves, I have made up I was having some problems with some flea beetles. Oh, there's one right there. And they're called flea beetles because they jump like fleas. But he's not gonna go. Oh, he's gone. But anyways, I was having a lot of pests, so I decided to make up some of my DIY insecticide. So the white that you're seeing there is some residual diatomaceous earth. So obviously, by the fact that there was a flea beetle on there, it's not working on them, but it's not really meant to. I need to make up some garlic water, I think, to try for those guys. Anyways, tomatoes and more tomatoes. This one I'm kind of excited about. It's a spoon tomato. It's super cute, from Baker Creek. I was having some problem with the seedlings, but this guy seems to be doing pretty good. So we got him, the Brad's Atomic, a Lucky Tiger, Black Beauty, which I love. They are insane. They are so incredibly dark. And my Napa, which I haven't tried before. I started up some more asparagus. So that's gonna go over there, which is where my other asparagus is. But in the disaster that is the raspberry bush with some big weeds in it, there's my asparagus, which I can't get to because of said raspberry mess. So I'm just waiting until the berries are done, and then I'm gonna get in here and sort this mess out. And we got some starting there. There's some regular red raspberries in there, some yellow, and some dark purple ones. My gooseberry bush, which was under attack here, I had some gooseberry sawfly caterpillars that were destroying it. All of this damage on this limb, and there was a couple of other ones. It was like in the matter of a day. So that was why I actually came up with my little insecticide recipe, and it worked on these guys. Like 5 minutes later, there was a whole bunch of dead caterpillars on the ground. So it worked great on these, but it's not really one silver bullet for dealing with pests in the garden. My black currant is just littered with fruit, which is amazing. I'm gonna try using some of these for making some jam. All right, so now let's get over to the rest of the garden. So I hope you guys like these garden tours. Let me know. I was wondering, should I keep doing them weekly? Should I do them monthly? So let me know down in the comments what you guys prefer. Whether you like to see what's changing slowly week over week, or you want it to be more of more once a month. But I am surrounded by goodness right now, so I'm gonna flip the camera and show you what's going on. I also have another surprise over there, but we'll get to that one in a second. Okay, so as I mentioned, this year has been the year of the pest. So I have a terrible case of the leaf miners on the beets. The leaf miners totally destroyed the spinach, but with the beets, it's not supposed to make. Oh, hi, Bacon. Bacon, you gonna say hi? What are you thinking, Bacon? You're such a good girl. Okay. So anyways, with the beets, the leaf miners aren't supposed to make too much impact because they just go on the leaves. That said, these ones here were destroyed, and it happened like so quickly. So I'm leaving it to see what happens. But yeah, I have never ever had leaf miners like this before. The overwintered parsley has gone to seed, so I will just let that go, and then I will save some of those, seeing as it was a volunteer anyways. Same with some of the mizuna over there. And then you may have noticed my cattle panel arches, but we will go look at those in a minute. I'm super excited. I have a video on how we installed them. I will link that up above. My onion seedlings that I thought were completely lost are doing fantastic, which, you know, just try, you never know. And if things don't look like they're going good, still keep trying, because I put these out here on a whim. I honestly thought they would shrivel up and die, but they're doing amazing. So super excited about that. I put in some leeks over there, some random lettuce I sowed. The garlic is awesome. Like, this is the best garlic I've had. I've mentioned this before in garden tours, but the ones over here are the ones that I got the giant cloves. The smaller ones over there are just ones that I had left over. So always get the biggest clove that you can. So here I have my Roma. This is where I have all my determinate tomatoes. So I have 2 San Marzanos, and I have 2 of the Midnight Romas from row 7 seeds. And then over here I have some mushroom baskets, and I think it's an orange accordion, and I'm pretty sure that one over there is the Paul Robeson. The field of basil here, I have some Genovese, some lettuce leaf, some sweet Thai. I have some holy basil, which is always super tiny, some purple basil. Over here we have the potato patch, which is looking very healthy. I'm super excited to see how many we get. This is my first time growing the potatoes in the raised beds. I've did them in one of those felt pots last year, and the year before that I had done them in a potato tower. So this one, I've given it lots of aged mushroom compost and the straw with the kind of doing a modified Ruth Stout method. So we will see. I cannot wait to see how much comes out of this bed. Here are my overwintered carrots, which are about to go to seed, which is pretty cool. I'm going to do a separate video on that. But I left those there on purpose to go to seed. We have some sad looking peppers. These were my best peppers, and they are not happy here. They have got so much pest damage. That one over the back wilts constantly, no matter how much water I seem to give it. Most of my peppers are in the front now and doing much better. So these guys, we'll see what happens, but I'm not holding out much hope for these guys. We have my bush beans here, so I've planted multiple varieties. I have to go check my notes to see what was in the middle there, because whatever those ones were don't seem to be doing great. Over in the back here, we have some parsnips that are also going to seed, again, on purpose. And then we have some blueberries. These are the Chippewas. So happy they did good. Pink lemonade ones are doing good as well. No flowers on those, but even if they just get more established this year, I'll be happy. Here we have some of the sugar snaps. Got some peas on there. Giant horseradish. And 1 Calibos cabbage over there. 1 bacon, eating random things in the garden. I am super excited about these. These are a purple potted sugar snap, which I've never seen before, and the flowers are just so beautiful. And on top of that, these are the magnolia tendril peas, and these being the tendrils, they're everywhere. I don't know, they just make me smile. I love them. It's just like a mass of tendrils. So we have those, so I can't wait to try those. More tomatoes. This is the purple bumblebee. This one, oh, I lied. That one's not the purple bumblebee. Oh, that one is going to be the sunrise bumblebee. This is the purple bumblebee. This is an orange peach, which apparently the skin on the tomato is slightly fuzzy and it has a peachy flavor, so we will have to see what that is like. This is my pineapple. This is the one that I thought was the crazy cherry, so that means this one must be the Dr. White cheese, which I haven't grown before. Then we are in the cattle panel arch. Cannot tell you guys how excited I am for these. I said I've already linked the video up. Bacon is excited about these. We have some, these are the slippery silks beans, and then Old Homestead, and then there is some pickling cucumbers, and that is a tetra squash from Row 7 Seeds. I also have a little cucamelon. We had a pretty bad frost the other day, which is way later than normal, and this guy took a bit of a hit, but I'm hoping it will pull through. And then here, my prized Kajari melons. I really hope I get even just one, I'll be happy. So I have 3 of those. They are the last 3 seeds. I've never been able to get them from Baker Creek because they're always sold out. But I got 5 in a seed exchange. I have some of the rich sweetness melon, and then right in the very corner there is a sugar baby watermelon. On this side of the trellis, we have some, oh, there's my poor Sharon Taste melon. I love them. They're my absolute favorite. I actually grew them indoors hydroponically. I will put a link up above to that. I have the golden midget melon, which is a yellow watermelon. Some nasturtiums. Actually, we'll go around the other side and look at those. This is a patty pan squash, more nasturtiums, and then some more beans over here. We have some of the red noodle beans, and this is a red curry squash, which I'm super excited to try. Here we have an artichoke. This is my first time trying these. This one is a, I think it's the costata zucchini, or it might be a cocozelli, I'm not sure, but it's one of those. Spinach going to seed, attacked by leaf miners. Yeah, let's just move on from that sad mess. Here we have my just Black Beauty zucchini, and this is the fighting pit. I dug up all the things that were extremely invasive and stuffed them in one pot to see kind of what happened. So we have some chives. I do love the flowers on these. Some oregano. We have some mojito mint and lemon balm. So we'll see what happens. So far, it's just a really nice pot. So a couple of lettuces, one casualty, and then, oh, got a new cucumber. So when we had the frost and all the cucumbers died, I direct sowed a couple, so that should be a China Jade. So we'll see how that does. A random celery. I put in a bunch of these gray mammoth sunflowers because these things are just so cool. They make me happy, and they bring in so many bees. So we have that, my white scallop squash, and then this nasturtium. It's only got a little bit, but it's got the variegated leaves. I just love variegated leaves. Like, I don't know what it is. If I can ever at some point get a variegated monstera, I will be so excited. Got a moringa pumpkin. Again, those are the seed exchange. More of that frost damage. It did such a number on things. Another sunflower. We have over here a black brandywine, which is one of, brandywines are a potato leaf variety, and absolutely delicious. We have this one is a blacktail, blacktail mountain watermelon, acorn squash. We have some sugar pumpkins, which I am excited for. And then over here, we have some sweet dumplings, squash. And then one more red curry. And over in this bed, we have the saddest looking, well, that guy's dead. These were my pineapple ground cherries. Again, frost does not agree with them. So I did direct sow. Nothing's showing up yet, but we'll see what happens. I've never grown ground cherries, so if you have and you have any suggestions or comments, any hints and tips on them, please let me know down below, assuming that the other ones come up, because judging by the state of these guys, yeah, I'm not gonna need many tips because they're looking pretty dead. And then over here, we have, that is 2 buttercup squash, and that one is an 898 squash from row 7 seeds. And I did have over here my koji nut squash from row 7 seeds, but it died. So I direct sowed 2 more, so we'll see what we get. And these were the extra beds that I just put in. This was, if you've seen the other videos, the other garden tours, you know this was a complete hot mess before. So this is an improvement. I've got some extra growing space, and I'll have a separate video up on how I did all of this. And now we need to go, I'm going to put bacon inside and wood on the side of the house. So rhubarb is still growing strong. The grapes are taking off. So far, no Japanese beetles, which is a good thing. We have some regular mint here. Look at the size of these leaves. They're massive. So just let these guys, I'm not really gonna harvest anymore. I'm just gonna let them get, seriously, that leaf, I can't even get the camera back far enough. That's massive. So I'm just gonna leave these guys to just strengthen the roots. We have strawberries over here. Got some strawberries growing. There's a lot of strawberries growing there. So at some point I've got to put a little cover on this, or I'm not going to eat any of those because all the little critters are going to take them. Okay, so things are looking different around here. I dug it up. I have a separate video on these. Those are my red alpine strawberries. That is a yellow wonder. And these are my pine berries. So I'm so excited about those. I have a separate video on them, but I can't wait to try them. Essentially, they're white strawberries that taste like pineapple. So yes. And then can I just show you my sage? Like, this is so pretty. So are the blackberries, actually. Such a dainty little flower. I love those. And then clematis. That's where the chives came from. And a weed. I'll get that guy out of there. Another blueberry. I really didn't think these guys were gonna make it. And my peonies. They're such a pretty flower. And then my new raised bed. So this is Pepper Central. I also have a video coming up on building this. I'm super behind in editing and uploading, but I have filmed. I have lots of content ready to go. So the ones on this side are all my hot peppers, and then over here we have all the sweet, one Chinese string eggplant, and at the back there are some dwarf tomatoes, and then random basil. This was some of the stuff that had been on the table, and I just tried to get it in here. I did put some of the giant sunflowers out here, and there's also 2 honeyboat delicata squash that I didn't know where else to put. So that's pretty much it for the outdoors. So let's go inside and see what's going on hydroponically. And the biggest question is, did I or did I not actually clean the arrow garden? Let's go see. I was coming to film this, and as soon as I went, the air conditioner turned on, which is why I went out front. And I was hoping by the time I got back here, the air conditioner would have stopped, but it has not. So I'll just show you guys quickly. We have the little grapes. There's another one over there, one over there. I think there's like one more tiny one, but super excited to try those. So inside we have my worm farm. I'm so happy I got that. And then in here, I have to take the stevia out. And then there's a giant cucumber in my personal rise garden. Now, I said cucumber's not supposed to be in here, but it was supposed to be temporary, but obviously it's not. So we're just dealing with that. My micro hot tomato is pretty much picked clean. There's a couple of tomatoes left on it right now. I've been enjoying those and saving some of the seeds. So that is doing so well. I just love how tiny it is. So down here I have some peppers, some Augustache mint, and I have sown all of my cold season crops in here. So there's Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, just getting ready so that they can go out kind of midsummer to be ready for the fall harvest. And that's it. It's looking kind of empty in here. So I am in the furnace room. Crappy audio. The video is actually better. I'm shooting this on my phone today. And you want to see? Okay, okay, so we have landed on a kinda. So I took out all of the mess in there. I started cleaning it. Well, obviously not hugely, but I took it all out. And then they've moved into the sink, so those need to go up and get all sterilized, and then I will sow it with some new seeds. But it's progress. It's not huge progress, but it's some progress. Okay, now to go upstairs. We have the 2-year garden sprouts up here, getting ready for the root trimming video. So I have 1 micro tomato in each and 1 dwarf pepper in each, so stay tuned for that video. They are very happy up here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the garden tour. If you did, give this video a thumbs up because YouTube likes that and that helps me reach more people. So as I mentioned before, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below if you enjoy these garden tours, if you would rather them be monthly like this one was rather than weekly. I'm not sure, it's kind of slow at the beginning, but then once it gets into the heat of summer, which it's starting to feel like it's going to be 36 degrees here today. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, but pretty hot. So things are going to start really getting going. So I feel like there might be enough change week to week, but anyways, let me know and I will adjust accordingly. Also, if there's any other topics that you guys want me to do videos on, let me know, and I will definitely try and do that. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.